Good morning. Welcome to these beautiful natural surroundings. Next to me is the Triumph Tiger 1200. On the other side, the Vistula River is flowing. And here we are, camping with Tomek. Hi, Tomek.
Hi.
Today, I'd like to tell you a little bit about motorcycle clothing because it's finally gotten quite cold outside and I could finally pull out my trusty laminated set from Rukka, which is perfect for these cooler conditions. Don't ask me about the name will appear here because it's hard to remember. In conditions like today, meaning slightly rainy and cool weather, it works perfectly, mainly because it's a Gore-Tex laminate. What does that mean? It means that the membrane is fused into the outer layer of the jacket. When it rains, the outer layer doesn't soak up water. Instead, the water just runs off the jacket onto the ground and the inside of the jacket stays dry. A Gore-Tex laminate means that you can't remove the membrane from the inside. You ride with it all the time. You might think that this means it's not a universal piece of clothing, but nothing could be further from the truth. Not long ago, you could watch a video where I was at the KTM 790 adventure test. I was in Croatia and I was riding in this very jacket. Maybe it wasn't scorching hot, but after the whole season of riding, I know that this jacket works perfectly up to about 25 degrees Celsius. Above that temperature, it can actually get too warm, but with this jacket, we can go much lower in temperature. At 5 degrees, it's still relatively warm. You can ride and it's not a big problem. And this jacket works perfectly in rainy conditions, primarily because we have a membrane laminated into the outer layer of the jacket, but also because we have elements like this one, for example. This is called a storm cap. It's a material that's sewn into this part of the jacket on the inside. Let me show you how it works. I don't know about you, but what really annoys me about motorcycle jackets and gloves is that I have to put them either over the jacket or under it, depending on the system the manufacturer uses. And it's always either air gets in under the material or something sticks out here, and I'm never satisfied. This system allows you to fold the material, tuck even a long glove inside, fasten it, then lay the material over like this and close it. And now, brother, there's no way. Show me, Tomek. Now there's no way for water to get in here, and secondly, there's no way for air to blow into your jacket. In this case, we only have the jacket. Inside, of course, you'll find a winter liner, but today it's about, I don't know, around 10 degrees, so I didn't really need the liner. The jacket is really warm. We don't insert a membrane inside. As I mentioned earlier, the jacket itself acts as a membrane. This is a laminate of a Gore-Tex membrane with the outer material, and it has a huge impact on how this jacket is used. Above all, it's perfect for situations when you're just camping, when after a whole day of riding in the rain, you have nowhere to dry your jacket. The thing about the laminate is that it doesn't soak through, it won't get saturated, it won't be wet inside because the water should run off the outer part of the jacket. After riding in the rain like that, all you need to do is wipe it down well. Of course, a jacket like this will need a little time to dry, but much less than a jacket with a membrane on the inside, because the outer layer simply won't absorb water. Another really great and incredibly practical thing that I absolutely love about this particular jacket is the cleverly hidden cover at the back, which you can easily and securely fasten all the way around your neck, providing extra comfort and protection. So even if you happen to forget to bring your absolutely favorite buff along with you, your neck will still be adequately protected. And even if you choose not to utilize it, the collar is designed to be sufficiently high that it becomes really quite difficult for any water to effectively get in here while you are actively riding your bike. Very often jackets with a laminated membrane, whether it's Gore-Tex or another type, have poor ventilation. This is because when a manufacturer designs a jacket that is expensive, firstly because it's a laminate, and secondly, in this case, because it's equipped with a Gore-Tex Pro membrane, they avoid adding more ventilation in order not to weaken the jacket, not to compromise its durability. In this case, with the Rukka jacket, we have a lot of water-resistant zippers. First of all, there are 2 on the chest, 2 on each sleeve, and a very long ventilation zipper running along what? The back, not even the back, more like the side here, this part. And on the back, we have another 2 ventilation zippers on the back. What I like most about this jacket, it's black. It doesn't stand out, it doesn't get dirty easily, although I sat by a campfire at night and you can see some dirt on the knees, but that dirt comes off very quickly. it has neon inserts. So when the weather is like today, this jacket makes us more visible on the road. Besides that, we have a waist adjustment so the jacket doesn't flap in the wind or puff up. Here you can adjust everything to fit your needs. And of course, something very important, truly waterproof pockets. In these waterproof pockets, you can securely put whatever you desire, important documents, valuable money, your mobile phone or other personal items, and you can be absolutely sure they won't get wet. Outlast liner, I don't know if you know this, but Outlast material was originally used by astronauts in their suits, yes. Astronauts, cosmonauts, it depends on whether I'm Russian or American. I'm Polish. People who travel to space, their suits were actually made from Outlast. This material has the property of storing heat. What does that mean? It means that if the jacket is kept in a warm place, it absorbs heat from the air and then releases it during use in cold conditions. And it works the other way around as well. If you put it in the fridge and then wear it in the summer, for a while you'll actually feel cooler than without this liner. Another cool thing, come here, show it, the pants. In the pants, the protectors are inserted from the outside, so you can easily take them out. You don't have to take off the pants to adjust their position. Tomek, wait here, show this part too. All right, here are the zippers to adjust the position or simply to remove them so you can be more comfortable. Next to it, we have a large zipper. This is a zipper that opens up the leg so you can widen it. If you have enduro boots work perfectly here. You can put them on and really put this gear through its paces off-road. Besides, as you can see, the leg opening on the pants is very wide. Here, some of you might think that because of this, the protectors will move around and your knee will be left unprotected. However, let me show you this protector. It starts here and ends here, so the chance of it slipping out is minimal. And thanks to that, we can fit motorcycle protectors or braces underneath that aren't too thick. It's the same with the elbows. Here we have ventilation that we can tighten. It's just a pity that there's no elastic band here that could be pulled out and would hold the protector in place a bit less invasively. But well, it's still very wide, so you don't have to tighten it much because there's a good chance it won't slip past the outline of your elbow, knee or shoulder, since we also have a chest protector. A chest protector is a very valuable thing for motorcyclists, and unfortunately many manufacturers forget about it. And so we don't have our chest protected, and in fact this model, this jacket, this set that I'm wearing is one of the few sets in my wardrobe where the protectors are still in place. Most often I take them out and replace them with a soft armor, because then I can be sure that the protectors are in place, first of all. Secondly, I have a chest protector just like here, and I also have a back protector for the back part. Here I have level 1 chest protectors. The rest are level 2, so the safety level is high. I haven't noticed these being thermoplastic protectors, and I'll tell you right away that I didn't read the specs beforehand, because I don't like to form any opinions about the gear I'm testing. Now, how much is Tomek shaking? If it weren't for the GoPro stabilization, you wouldn't see anything. Tomek, how many degrees do you think it is?
At the very least.
So minus 1,000?
Minus 1,000? Yeah, probably. Because even my hair hurts.
All right, even his hair hurts. And these protectors are soft. The jacket was lying in an unheated tent. That's strange. After all that, I put on the jacket and I can ride in it just fine. I don't have to wait for the protectors to warm up because they used to be bent and the jacket wouldn't fit right. That's not the case now. This jacket fits nicely. Tomek, what do you think? Do you like how I look?
I'm a bit jealous of it, actually.
I'm jealous of it myself.
When I put it on, it feels really nice to the touch. It's kind of like canvas. This laminate is supposed to be stiff, but it's actually very pleasant, comfortable, and fits really well.
The laminate does stiffen the material a bit. And that's not just the case with this jacket. It's always like that when we have laminated clothing. And basically, we also need to talk about types of membranes, because in this case we have a laminate, meaning the material is pressed into a layer, essentially glued to the outer layer of the jacket. The layer is inseparable and waterproof in this case. Inseparable and waterproof, of course, always in quotation marks. The better the material, the better the membrane, the more likely it is that this jacket won't let water through. But you probably already know that. Besides, remember that there are 3 types, broadly speaking, 3 types of membranes. First, the laminated membrane. Second, the zip-in membrane, which is the most common in Poland. And the membrane sewn into the inside of the jacket. This one is now used very rarely because first of all, the vents are blocked, there's little ventilation, and the outer layer is just for show. And in the summer, you'll end up sweating. If you're looking for a universal jacket, then the best option will always be a 3-layer one, where you can regulate the internal temperature, basically the internal insulation, the membrane, the liner, and the outer layer, and of course the laminate. This one is quite versatile. However, keep in mind that you still won't be completely satisfied during heat waves. For hot weather, you need a summer jacket, breathable, preferably mesh. And this jacket will be perfect for touring and practically the entire Polish season. Unfortunately, the Polish season is short, but with gear like this, we can extend it as much as possible. That's the end of my little story. Take care. Keep riding. I hope the season is still on because I don't know when I'll release this, and that you'll be happy people riding in good clothes and well-fitted clothes, because hardly anyone remembers about that. And you DSLs people, please make absolutely certain that the jacket and pants are impeccably well-fitted, ensuring a perfect, comfortable look, and not just that you solely care about making a quick sale.